I'm saying? 10 pounds, bounce daddy. Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm always ready. You gonna do the intro this time?
Yes, I'm gonna do the fucking intro.
My dog.
And then you just start. Okay. Welcome back to another episode of YAP. You know, it's Domarz with my co-host
Regi Sinclair in the building, in the flesh. How you living, my boy?
I'm living good. I mean, and bad, but good.
You living? You want to talk about that?
You don't want to talk about living bad?
Let's have a
is that a conversation that people want to hear?
I don't know. Depends.
I mean, I feel like, all right, so, God, I don't even want to even start like this. Like,
okay.
But
get into it. I
feel like that's like people never want to have that conversation. Like,
about what?
Like about anything bad. I feel like it always has to be a positive energy everywhere you go, and I feel like nobody ever wants to hear anything bad. So it's like people just shun that out. So
it
it's like
depends on.
I know it's a situation, right?
And it depends on the person and the bad.
But at most, I'm talking about the majority of people, they don't want to hear the bad.
But I know some people that just everything that come out their mouth is bad. Like,
yeah, I mean, now they're just naggers.
I I know some people. Like, there's some people that come up to me. I'd be like, hey, if you about to say something negative, don't speak.
Because it's like every time
every time it's about to. I'm like, yeah, you about to make me mad. Like, stop. Like,
but like I said, it's like it's just so much. I feel like nobody ever I feel like there's people out there that want to talk.
Mm-hmm.
They want to whatever. It's like even doing the podcast, I feel like most people don't talk. Like, you ever watch a podcast and people are actually like talking about mental health? Yeah. I'm saying like majority of the podcasts.
Nah, I mean majority of them are entertaining, but like
but it's like mainly for
you want to talk about I would say you want to talk about the bad, because so like when I have conversations with people, we talk about depending on the person, you know what I'm saying? Like, but like we talk about the good, bad, and the ugly, you know what I'm saying? Because you have to. Like, that's like, if you ain't talking about that with your people, you really just keep that shit inside.
But it's like, so you have people that actually talk to you?
Yeah, if I'm going through it, I have plenty of people I'd go to be like, hey, like,
and they be just sitting down and.
But so me and my homies is really like, we don't need nobody to fix it or anything like that. We just need somebody to listen.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I was talking about this the other day, and that's what people think. Like, they don't want. Like, I don't. All right, so therapy is good. Like, I feel like people should go to therapy and all that stuff, but I don't want to go to therapy. I have been to therapy, and I think it's good. Like, it actually works. Like, people are there listening, but it's different because all they know is what you tell them. But what if sometimes you're not good at talking, and sometimes you're not good at telling them. So they're just going off what you tell them, and it's not really what's true. But talking to somebody that knows you, they just know exactly what you're talking about, even if you mess up your words. And I feel like that's what I
feel like a good therapist though can get the
definitely
they can get.
But I feel like it just means something more when like it's somebody you know that.
But then it can be biased.
That is true.
Right. So it's like, I can go to my homies and dead wrong. They gonna ride. You know what I'm saying? They still with me. Like, they'll tell me like, nah, Reg, that's messed up. You can't do that, whatever. But at the end of the day, like, they still gonna ride.
I mean,
or they still gonna. It's like anybody if you break up, you get out of a relationship. When you go tell your peoples about like what happened in a relationship and all this stuff, they're always gonna be on your side. Oh yeah, you deserve better. You did da. I can't believe you. Most people say that.
You know you're gonna roll with that. You're gonna have
except for my brother Javon. Right. My brother Javon never. He never. I love that nigga, bro. He never. If I get out of a relationship or I stop talking to a girl or something like that, Javon be like, he'll never take my side. He'll always be like, he'd be like, it was you.
You fucked up.
He'd be like, it was you. He always be like, nah, it was you. Like,
but nah, like, shit. I feel like I'm not even trying to make this into a therapy session, but I feel like there's people out there that like
everybody's
they
going
feel
through
like,
something.
yeah.
So it's like people don't know like your trauma or like when you're going through something or like how you got through something or blah blah blah. Like somebody is probably going through that fight right now. So it's like you don't like just talking about stuff like that. It's like just helps everybody.
Facts. It's like I'm not gonna lie. Like my mental shit, it really fucked my life up. It is not nobody's fault but mine. But it's like I know what I do wrong, and I still can't help but do it.
Yeah.
But it's not even. I'm not even talking about relationship. Like me, I will legit like say this is gonna sound bad, but say if like I have a bill to pay, and then somebody else is struggling,
get them.
I'll help them. I'll give them the money.
Instead of taking care of yourself. That means you got a big heart, though.
Yeah, but it's like they don't even ask for it. I just do it because I don't want them to fail. But at the same time, I end up failing.
But that's the thing, I try to tell. That's like,
and like I always, no matter, it's not even about money. It's like anything. I will go out my way to do the most for somebody. For them to do the less for me, and then like I'm the one depressed at home because I figure that they're going to do the same for me. It was really,
no.
That's what I'm saying. But I should have knew better.
That ain't happening. That ain't happening. But it's like I tell, because there's a lot of people that like are like that. But I tell like, I told my ex like you gotta make sure you straight. And then everything, like, you got to take care of you first, and then you can, and that's what everything, like, you got to take care of you, like, mentally, financially, all that stuff, because, like, you just can't pour into anybody else if your vase is empty, whatever.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't have no water, you can't pour into nobody else.
But that's the thing. It's like, sometimes you can't help it. Like me, I know where I do bad, and still, say if I don't help that person, I now feel more depressed because I know I could have helped them.
Yeah,
and I don't. So it's like no matter what, it's always a lose-lose situation. And I hate that. Like somebody asked me the other day, it's like, what trait would you change about yourself? And this is gonna sound fucked up, but I honestly wish that I was a dick. Like if you came up to me and I said I was an asshole, like I want that shit. Like I wish that I wasn't to the point where I just didn't care about anything.
Yeah.
And that I can be an asshole or a dick and whatever. But at the same point, if I didn't care, I didn't care. So if you call me that, I still wouldn't care.
Yeah.
Like I would put myself first all the time.
But you say that, but no, that's like when I couldn't even answer that question because I think I like all my traits, whatever. I feel like you can, once you're aware of like your downfalls, you can correct and be better. But those traits and stuff like that just make you. Like I
mean, it also brings you down sometimes.
That's life though. It's never gonna be all sunshine. It's thunderstorms and rains.
You're right.
Tornadoes come.
But sometimes you get to a point, like there was like a point, like I would say like 2 years ago. I didn't do nothing serious, but I got to the point where I just cut everybody out. Where people like I was still coming to work.
Yeah.
And people didn't even know I was at work. And that's what's crazy. Like they was acting like, "Oh, you got COVID?" I was like, "Nah, I still been there." Like, but I just like
you just stopped talking to people.
I just stopped talking. I stopped going. Like I ate lunch outside, and I never want to get back to that point because it's like
isolation is bad,
bro. Like
you'll go crazy.
I legitly would like
you go crazy,
and which made it worse because I still didn't want to talk to nobody because I still expected that same thing that I wanted. It's like, but
nah, you gotta have community. You gotta have people to and that's why you gotta have friends and people that like. That's why like I loved Houston. Like I was going through it.
Yeah.
But like we was all going through it. Like it was like a community of us all like and we was grinding. Like but like we was really grinding. So it was like it's just memories, you know what I'm saying? Like things was fucked up, but like we was getting to it. And when you feel like you're not alone, or like you always want to have them friends that like no matter what's going on in your situation, they could be up, but they never look down on you never felt like they were looking down on you or blah blah blah. Like I have some friends that like they know, like I know they gonna fuck up. Like it's just that's what.
Yeah, I feel like that's what my friends like.
I'm
I'm not gonna lie. Like
like
when they watch this, they're good. Definitely, like when I say this, they definitely know. Like they know I'm just gonna end up fucking up. But they know. But they always still. They always still rapping. They always there. They always tell me I'm fucked up. Like,
yeah,
oh yeah, you fucked up.
Yeah,
but it's like,
yeah.
But I don't know. At the same time, you.
I feel like my family look at me like that for sure. They be like, I don't know, that nigga crazy. That's
Do you ever,
that
like
nigga
no.
crazy.
Do you ever feel like you a time in your life where you just felt like you was not a disappointment, but you disappointed? Like you was like you felt like if like you just make up a situation in your head to where
Well, yeah,
you feel like your dad
I always
or your mom is like
yeah, I think I always put those fake things in my head. Like it's just like if I'm going to school, I remember one time I was in school, I had bad grades, like you know what I'm saying, and I'm like, damn, I got this opportunity and I'm fumbling. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm depressed. Like I didn't want to. When I was in Norfolk, the first semester in Norfolk, where I didn't want to leave the house. It was bad. That was bad. But like,
what would you?
I didn't. Huh?
Would you not going to class?
I ain't do shit, bro. It was bad.
The first semester.
The first semester. Once I got off that team, I was like, man,
I cannot, bro.
I would go to class, but like I was failing. Plus, I didn't know like how college worked because college is a whole system. And once after that first semester, it was up. It was up.
I cannot.
I figured out how to maneuver, what to do. I go to a class. First day of class, read the syllabus, and drop the class. Like if I'm reading the syllabus and I know, hey, you wildin'. This is heavy.
Yeah.
I'm honest with myself. I know I ain't finna do all this. Yeah, I dropped the class.
Do you feel like people should go to college?
It depends. I think college is definitely not for everybody. I think I encourage people to go to college because I feel like you find yourself. You get out of your environment and you get to make a name for yourself.
Fact.
Instead of being so and so's kid or blah 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 that was this in high school. So college, like, you know what I'm saying, helped me mature, help me, you know what I'm saying, figure out who I was. Also helped me meet new people, you know what I'm saying, meet those. Yeah. And then I think college is good for networking and stuff like that. But to say like you need to go to college or you need to get a degree, it's people that work under me that have degrees.
See, that's what's crazy about that is because I feel like, because I was thinking about going to college, back to college, and I also might because to get my A+ in IT, just so I can have more opportunities, which is crazy because it's like I know shit, but just because I don't have that piece of paper, I don't know shit. Yeah. When it's crazy because.
But a lot of jobs are kind of getting away from that because like they want experience. But I think it's like it's just good to have both, you know.
Yeah. But at the same time, you spend a lot of money for. I mean, yeah, you get knowledge on stuff.
But that's like with anything though. Like YouTube, everything's an investment.
But YouTube is like free. And you learn a lot.
That's how I learn everything.
That's what I'm saying. Like you learn
even when
a lot
I was in school,
YouTube.
I was learning from YouTube instead of I was just taking this classes. I was just taking the test in the school. But like I was really with anything, I'm on YouTube learning. Like,
but you still don't have a piece of paper.
But I could have got that paper. That paper is not.
How much money you would spend on that paper though? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
You gonna spend some bread. You gonna spend some bread. But it's also I knew like I wasn't gonna use paper. I was going to school to be a teacher, so it was like. I didn't want to go in debt to be, and I felt like I always.
That's what I never. Okay, y'all. I was going 100%. I did not know he was going to say that. Out of everything I thought he was going to say, what he wanted to go to school for, I did not think he was going to say teacher.
At first, it was business. And then
that's what I thought you was going for.
So I was at first, it was business because, I was doing all the shoe stuff and blah, blah, blah. And then me and my business professor would just sit in the, like, after school, we would sit there and we just talk for, like, after our class. This is crazy. This is the wild thing, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't go to the class. But I would show up after class when class is over and talk to him for like 2 to 3 hours. But I wouldn't go to the class though.
Why? That's like, all right. When I was in high school, I never went to English class. I just got my work because I never wanted to be in English class.
I don't want to be
but
in no class.
I would legit skip. I would come in like, so my English class was second. My first one was, I forgot what my first one was, but so I didn't come in until after second block out of my 4, and I was like, I never.
Yeah, I was just sleeping. I couldn't go home, but I would have just. Man, my mom worked at home, so I couldn't go home. But once I left school, my mom stopped working from home. Kyle never went to school. He never would go to school. Bro. I was like, bro, I wish I could have did that because we live walking distance from the school.
Oh, man.
But yeah, I would just talk to him for about business, and he was like, like you already know business, and he was like, you already like. He's like the best. Like you're gonna have to go jump in it like and fail. Like that's just what he's like. If you get this degree, you're gonna be a manager for somebody else's business.
But you don't have a degree now, and what are you?
What you mean? Like I would be an entrepreneur though.
Yeah, but what are you now?
I ain't a teacher. I ain't a businessman.
But
it's like
But you was going like you was doing gigs and doing all. Was you not?
Yeah, no. Business is always gonna be getting a dollar. Like it's always entrepreneur spirit is always gonna be like it's always gonna be there. But it's like to have a business. Like people gotta understand. Like it's. Everybody, it's a trend right now to have a business.
Yes, anything.
It's a trend to be an entrepreneur. It's a trend to have multiple streams of income and all that stuff. Having a business is work.
Yes, is.
If you don't love it, if you don't like,
I'm running off 2 hours of sleep right now.
Yeah, like that's a business. So it's like, I don't really have a business in that say, but when like content creating, making music and all that stuff, like all that stuff's a business. Like you get paid off of streams, and doing all that stuff, blah blah blah. Even though I be BSing with that, but I don't really know. But yeah, I was going to school to be a teacher because I wanted to be a basketball coach. So I was gonna be a teacher and then coach.
So you'd be one of them.
Yeah, and then I was going to I wanted to coach.
So why can't you just coach? Why'd you have to be a teacher?
You can't like. I think they only give head coaching jobs to people that I don't know. I think in private schools you might not be able to. But I knew if I was a teacher, I'd been a head coach easier.
Yeah.
And then I knew like I wanted to be in the school system anyway. If I did coach, I wanted to coach in high school, and I wanted to make sure I knew the teachers, everybody that was going to all the classes my kids was going to. Like I wanted to really be what these kids need. And I definitely feel like I'll be coaching. And I think I'm gonna go back to school and I want to be a
why can't you be an AAU coach?
Professor. I did it. I did
I know.
AAU for years.
So
I don't like AAU.
But that's like the best of the best, ain't it?
Somewhat.
So
AAU is terrible.
As in what aspect?
I hate AAU. I can go for hours.
Like what? Like why do you hate AAU?
AAU is easy, right?
Easy.
I had one of the AAU's easy
because they're already good. So you're really not.
It's not even that they're already good. It's just I know how to I can know how to make a good AAU team. To make a good AAU team, especially if you start. So I live in we Charlottesville, Waynesboro, blah blah blah. These are small areas, right? So in a small area, we don't have the advantage of finding. We don't have the advantage of having a 6'11" kid.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So like you gotta start young. So start second, third, fourth grade. All right. To have a good youth team, all you gotta do is get 2-3 aggressive guards, super aggressive, fast, press, and make sure they can make layups, and you'll beat teams 50-20 easily.
But that's not. How's that going to prepare them for?
So AAU doesn't, because that's all people do. So a lot of these kids don't know the game of basketball. So I don't like AAU because it's so many kids, and they have the talent, or they just don't know the game of basketball though. It's one kid kids are coming to my gym and can do all the step backs and can go crazy. And I'm watching just one kid. I'm watching them play 1-on-1, right?
Yeah.
Killing. I'm talking about step back, boom, boom, doing crazy stuff. And then I'm talking to him, I scored 3 points a game in high school. And I look at his package, like his bag. I'm like, oh, you don't know the game of basketball then. Because if you can do all that and you're only scoring 3 points, like something's wrong. So now I talk to his head coach. His head coach like, yeah, he don't know where to be at. He don't know sets. He don't know how to run an offense. He don't know like just stuff like that. It's like, oh, you don't know basketball, but you didn't play AAU your whole life and you don't know the little fundamentals of stuff like that.
He's like good at ISOing and
yeah, but that's not basketball.
Yeah,
like
not.
It's only
that's like street ball.
And on a basketball team, it might be two people that really get a chance to really go ISO.
Yeah.
To really get to like
me. Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. Everybody else usually has to play within the offense. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah, right. But no, I am. To be honest, I am. I'm not an ISO player. I've never been. I've been a person that I can get a bucket, but I've never been an ISO player. I've always been I'll fill the stat sheet up.
All right, go ahead. I'm listening.
You know what I mean? But yes, I don't really like. I don't like AAU at all. But then, I train. I think eventually I'll get back into it. But like AAU, they play too many games. They don't practice, so they just show up.
They just show up.
Yeah, they show up for games. They don't practice.
I mean, right now it's like they have other stuff they have to do. So it's like the practice for AAU and
no, you need to be developed because first of all, they don't play outside.
Yeah, because they don't want to get injured.
No, they don't play outside. Period. Because kids don't play outside.
Now, yes, that's true.
So they don't play outside.
Talk to me.
They're not working out,
and
they're just showing up for basketball games. So, where's the development coming? It's not. These kids aren't developing.
Naturally talent.
And it's like, that's not going to get you that far. It's like, if I had a kid right now, it easily be, like my little brother don't, like he nice, he killing right now. Right? He don't work. I guarantee if you ask him, he probably play basketball once a week, maybe twice.
It's one of them things where it's like, why do I need to?
Because it's a dog out there
but they haven't faced that
working
person.
Out.
They haven't faced.
Oh no, they faced them. Or they might not even realize that person is under them right now. But they putting in 5-6 days a week of just 2 hours of hooping.
Like Kobe.
And it's gonna eventually they're gonna be like it's never the kids that are the nicest is never the ones that are the ones that go far. The people that was the nicest in high school, it's probably people in the NBA right now, they could literally tell you I wasn't that guy in high school. There was somebody on my team better than me.
It's like Tom Brady, he got drafted like 100 and
he didn't play at Michigan his first 3 years, like yeah.
Like and then look at him like
it's the work ethic. It's the willing to put in the work. It's the these and that stuff like you have to so like if I had an AAU program, we would practice more than we play. We would probably play like 5 tournaments. I tell them play for other teams. Just come to practice. But if you don't come to practice, you ain't playing. We would practice a lot though. That's why in Europe kids stay nice because they practice and they play 1 game a week. Practice all during the week, play 1 game.
I don't know. I feel like it's now people are just more about having fun, and they don't. I feel like they don't expect them to. Them themselves don't expect them to go far.
If the work ain't fun,
like your brother, like I don't feel like he actually thinks he can make it to the NBA. So he's like, why am I going to try?
I don't know.
Does he think that?
Junior, know he nice.
Yeah, but does he think he can go to the NBA?
Yeah.
Just not practicing.
I think Junior is I think so, like work ethic and stuff like that. I think it has to be taught.
Okay.
I think people expect Junior to wake up, go outside, run 4 miles, do 300 push-ups, find a court, and put up shots by himself.
I don't expect anybody to do that.
But that's what people expect. Kids that think like that's just not how it happens.
Usually, it's mostly their parents that push them to do that.
Yeah, like a trainer.
Yeah,
like you have to. It's like if you go to the gym, a trainer's gonna push you past your limits. It's gonna push you, gonna make you pull that thing deep out of you that you didn't think you had. No, Diddy.
I was gonna say that. I'm sorry, King.
That you.
Like I was like, chill.
That you like didn't. That you didn't know. Like you could. He's gonna make you go further. Plus, they got information on where you're trying to do. You know.
Mm-hmm.
So. I think with him, he hasn't. Which I've been back for a year. We was training for a little bit, but his grades went right. But this summer, hopefully, we're at it. But it's just like I feel like it's on a lot on the parents and all that stuff. Like you gotta make these kids. You gotta teach them. Not even like make them because you don't want to force somebody to do nothing.
Yeah.
But if they want to do stuff, like you gotta teach them work ethic. You gotta, you know what I'm saying? It's on you to shape them. Now you had them outliers that are like Kobe that are insane, and they usually are the ones that go the furthest. But normal, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like there's people out there that do grind hard, put in the work, but still don't get noticed.
But I think if you had that work ethic,
because the school
it could translate. Oh yeah, definitely. That's why I tell people like you think, like you're thinking. It's people that have resources that aren't taking advantage of their resources, and then there's a kid out there or it's anybody out there that wants that resource that's going hard.
Yeah.
And if they once they get that chance, they're gonna go crazy. Because I feel like in life, you're always gonna get the opportunity. The thing you have to do is to prepare yourself for when that opportunity comes. It's going to happen.
You feel like everybody has an opportunity?
You're going to get an opportunity somewhere. Like somehow an opportunity is going to happen. Okay. You have to prepare yourself for the opportunity. Sometimes the opportunity comes and you wasn't prepared for it. And now you looking like, damn.
It reminds me like of have you seen the Gran Turismo movie?
Mm-mm.
All right. You know what Gran Turismo is, right?
The game,
yeah. Yeah, the game. Well, there's a real story about how a dude was playing like sim racing. Mm-hmm. Did sim racing, but then he became an actual racer. Well, that's the movie is based off.
Okay.
Right? But like when he got there, it's a new experience, but he wasn't like interview ready. So just because he was the best racer there.
Yeah.
Like they picked like 8 sim racers to go through this thing, but he was the best racer there. But they was about to pick this dude that was more public eye, and he was like great in interviews. He came in second in their final race, and they was about to pick him just because he was better at interviews. It's like it's crazy how,
and that happens in life. Like
that's what I'm saying.
People get like it's a lot of people right now that's good enough to be in the NBA.
Just because they don't have that face.
The NBA, the NBA is a business. Like all that stuff is a business. The best rappers aren't the ones. Like I think it's funny.
I think it's funny that Kendrick, like, so I'm not disrespecting like Kendrick, Drake, J. Cole, and all this stuff, but I do feel like there is people out there that can rap better than them.
Way better. That's what I'm saying.
But
everybody got a homie that can rap. Like talent isn't like the music business isn't about talent.
But that's what I'm saying, and they consider them as the big three. But honestly, there's legit people out there that can rap better than them. They can probably make a, but it's like they had the public face. Like Drake is always going to be
and
at that top.
They got the right team. It's not. It's a lot of different variables that go into all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like
so it's
more than just, and then also like the work ethic. Like how many songs they said Kendrick put out, he recorded 10 disses. They said. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just that work ethic. Like I know plenty of people,
but he doesn't drop albums like that. That's the thing.
But that doesn't. I guarantee he doesn't have to drop albums. I guarantee he doesn't stop working. Andre 3000 doesn't drop albums. I guarantee he never stops making music. I didn't drop music, but that doesn't mean I stopped making it. Like
it's facts.
People don't like people with work ethic and stuff like that. Like just because you don't see it, don't mean they ain't working.
I mean, true.
And it's like, and then Kendrick is a person was like, people gotta realize like when you making art, if you ain't feeling strong about it, it's like Kendrick is a dude that pushes boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so him not dropping, he said like nothing moved me. Like, so he might have been making music for a while, but it just nothing moved him. Also, music and stuff like that is off of your experiences. Like, we got Lauryn Hill, like Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, like that's her life experiences. Other people's music too, but that's like, you know what I'm saying, that's her life experiences that she had up to that point. You know what I'm saying? It's like that one album is probably like 20 some years in that one album. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like it's different artists. So some people can go in there and rap about nothing. Some people need to live life.
Some people get to this point, they live the life when they're at this point just to rap about it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, there's a lot of people that do that. Like, they don't. Drake, let's be honest. Like, I feel like
some people tell stories. Some people are just storytellers.
Yeah.
Those people that can just tell stories and just rap about, people that can just tell stories about what they see are usually people that, like, put out the most music. Because they can just make up something. They can watch a movie and tell the story and just narrate the movie pretty much in a song. You know, people that put their heart and what they going through into the music, it's probably gonna take a little while.
Because you personally want it to be good. And you don't care about, like, you want it to be a hit, but at the same time you want to make sure you're sending the message that you want to send.
Definitely. And then people, like certain people, and there's some artists that like push boundaries in the point, like, and those are my favorite artists. Like, I love watching artists take chances. So Kanye is one of my favorite artists because sonically his albums always change.
Yes, definitely.
And it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like one of my favorite things Drake did was put out that dance album. Even though it flopped, and
I was about to say that was not a good album,
but it was just like it just showed like, all right,
Kendrick dropped the jazz album. He dropped that jazz album.
Kendrick always sonically does something. Like Kendrick, you're never gonna be like. The only thing that you can be like the same is like his voice is gonna be, but he's gonna do something. Kendrick always does something different. Like that's the type of artist he is.
So did Lil Wayne did the same thing. Remember he made that rock album.
Yeah, but then Lil Wayne went back to just rapping about saying a bunch of metaphors that mean nothing.
The metaphors are like with him. That's
yeah,
him.
at one point in time, but you start thinking, you start getting older and start like listening to the metaphors. You be like,
yo, the F stands for so much things. Like, we don't even know what the F stands for. We're like,
it used to be. I don't know. I think
like his name is long. Like,
I think Wayne,
it's Weezy and a lot of F's.
But I think Wayne. I think Wayne.
All right, speaking of Ashley.
So like Jay-Z,
We're not talking about me being ashy. No. I just know when we first started all this shit, I wasn't gonna say nothing. But why is both the lights on you?
They on you.
No, they're not. Yo, this man love himself. Like, he set the lights up. This man love. No, don't move. Nah, don't move the light. No. Nah, don't move the lights now. This man wanted all the lights on him.
The battery cut off anyway. Switch the batteries. I'm a shine regardless. I'm a light. I'm a light. I'm a shine regardless.
I swear to God.
We could be in the darkness.
Look, I brought a charger, and it wasn't long enough. So here we are. Here we freaking are. All right.
So all right, it's mental health.
No, hold on. I gotta tell people we are back from my fucking camera breaking up. Like, for the 18th time.
Go ahead, do your thing.
No, that was it.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah, that was.
Okay, all right.
Oh, well, yeah.
My bad. Yeah.
Was that not good enough for you? Was that not good enough for him?
So it's mental health. It's Mental Health Awareness Week, right?
Month.
My bad.
Month.
So,
what mean so?
When have you felt like?
I feel like you had to ask me a question I answered earlier.
I felt like I was too.
Yeah. Whenever I ever felt depressed, all the time.
I mean,
I fake it. I feel like a lot of people fake it.
Oh, definitely.
They don't fake depressed, but
what do you do to the question is, what do you do to fill yourself up? Pause.
No, what do you mean by that?
What is your escape
from feeling depressed?
What's your happy place? Like, what's your escape? Like, for me, like, I could.
All right, so go ahead and explain. I'll tell you.
So for me, when I was about 25, I started writing, and that helped me. Like, that just helped me because I didn't. It wasn't I didn't have people to talk to.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't like talking to people about the stuff that was going on with me because I didn't want to be a burden to people.
Oh, that's facts. Like I didn't want to be.
I didn't want to put anything because everybody already got their own stuff.
Yeah, bro, I think that dead ass. I think the same. Like everybody has issues I go through, and I don't want to put my
I never
because some people take that either two things. Some people take it on themselves, or some people just don't care, and then that's what hurts.
Yeah,
both.
Yeah. So I started writing. Then I would just it was like I had somebody listening.
Yeah.
And then I started playing. Then I started making music and stuff like that too. So now I really had a way to express how I'm feeling.
Yeah. It's like, what I'm about to say is gonna sound crazy, but I don't know. Like, I have people in my life that I'm happy to be around and all that stuff, and I can say that's my happy place and all that stuff. But when I'm alone, I don't have. That's the thing. When I'm alone, I don't have a happy place because I feel like I live through other people, which is crazy because I feel like I'm not happy unless somebody else is happy, and I hate that shit about myself.
Yeah, that's what you can't.
Like, but you can't. It's like people always tell me, "Oh, no, don't do that." Like, it's not like that. Like, it's not something I can just. Oh, let me stop. Let me just stop. Let me do. Like, I know in my mind that I do these things. I know in my mind that I am like this, and I still can't cut it off.
Yeah.
Because when I try to cut it off, I then tell myself, even though it's not true, it could be true, it could be not true. I don't know for a fact.
Yeah.
But I tell myself that nobody cares.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, I cut it off, but it's like, oh, Omar just doesn't want to talk to people right now. Or like, nobody actually, I'm not going to say nobody, because there's people out there that actually does talk to me and shit like that. But I don't know what my happy place is, because I feel like
you don't feel like gaming and stuff like that was like, that's what, like, in high school, once I got cut from the basketball team, like, gaming was like the thing that saved me. So it was like, that's why I was so nice on the game, because like on the game I can, first of all, I'm nice. So now I can build this false narrative that like I'm him on the game, I'm hate who I am when I go to school and shit like that.
Okay.
I hate but on the game, I'm God. Like I'm finna, huh?
I don't know, cause like I've never been the best. So,
but some people, it's not even about being the best. It'd be like just the community and just being able to just escape, not be like.
I wish I had I cannot play. Before, back in the day, I could play single player game. I cannot play a single player game, so I don't know what playing by yourself feels like.
I can't play single player either. If my homies ain't on, I can't turn the game on.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
yeah,
I can't play the game anymore, and that's
even
what's crazy.
when I play single player, I need to be in a party, talking shit to somebody.
But I can't even do that. Like I'm not playing a game with somebody. I'm just watching YouTube. Like, yeah, I'm in the party just talking. Like, yeah, like.
Nah, I feel that.
So I don't really like. It's not even games. Like,
yeah.
I love like playing with my friends, like having a good time. That's whatever. That's why when we was talking about playing Apex earlier, and I hate that game because I hate trying. I don't see a reason to try anymore in games. So it's like I'm not even trying to like take away from what we was talking about, but it's still the same way. It's like that's how depressed I am. Like, unless I see other people having fun, I will play Apex to an extent. Like, I hate that game with a passion. I'm sorry. Like, if Apex wanted to sponsor,
I've been playing
I hate that game. So I could play it to an extent. But like, say we playing Fortnite, and I really don't want to play. I'll still play if my homies are playing
because
they're having fun. Yeah, and at the same time, I'm having fun. Like Overwatch, I'm good at that game. I'm not gonna lie. I am good at that game.
Yeah,
best out of all my friends.
Yeah,
there'll be some times where I just don't even want to play that game because I hate being the best at something, because I hate the feeling of knowing that I know what it feels to be somebody better than you, and then if they feel like they're not good, and like I said, there goes me again thinking about somebody else, instead of just me being like, oh, I'm good at this game. But no, I'm like, I'm better than them, and I hate that they feel like they suck compared to me, and I hate that feeling. But like I said, I don't know how to turn that shit off.
Yeah.
So it puts me, I'm like constantly depressed, and then where I get to the point to where I'm miserable like all the time, but I know how to hide it really good.
Yeah, channeling other people. But it's crazy that you like thinking that deep when people just play. That's
what I'm saying.
People, yeah, it's crazy that you thinking it that deep.
My brain just runs.
Because I'm just busting ass. That's what I do. I don't know. I think it's a point of like, some people just play the game just to. That's why I like playing with people though. Because it's like I might be better, but it's like we gonna get this dub together. You know what I mean? I always like to have a team that was handicapped.
But all right, so you get to a point to where you need, like, you know, you're the best person on the team, right? Say if your homie needs to, you need them to be a decoy. You might need them to die so you can carry the team, right? There'll be some points like that, like in Overwatch, to where the right thing to do is to heal your whole team. But I know by myself some games I don't need my team.
Yeah.
And I need just heal me so I can stay alive. And I will legit kill the whole other team.
Yeah.
And I feel bad about that because sometimes I do say that. I'm like, just keep the heals on me and we can win this game. But sometimes I don't want to say that shit. But
that's crazy. Like, that's not
like, you want you, like, I don't, like, you need to say that because you want to win. At the same time, you don't want to be that guy.
No, you definitely won't be that guy.
But
that's funny because Junior used to be. that's funny because I used to be like, I used to tell Junior to shoot the ball. I used to tell him to shoot the ball all the time. And I'm like, yo, shoot the ball, like, and he'd be like, that's why nobody want to play with you because you shoot too much. And I'd be like, but I said when we win, everybody's happy.
To an extent, or they're just showing, hey, we just happy.
No, they're happy. These people aren't. It's like some people aren't good at the game, but they know they're not good. So it's like me and you playing basketball, right?
Yeah. pre-shot.
You might go. You might not be good, so you might lose all day. Wouldn't you feel better if you got 3 dubs because you was on a team with somebody good? Or would you rather just lose all day?
I guess it points to who's on the other team. And especially if they run in their mouth, it's like, so say if you decent, right? You know, like, you better than that person running his mouth on the other team. But you don't get that chance to show him that because this dude's been carrying you all day.
I mean, you can literally say, yo, that dude's is the reason why y'all winning. Stop it.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying you're on that winning team, but you decent. But that dude is like, why do I need to try? I mean, he busting y'all ass. At the same time, that dude's running your mouth. He's like, oh, just like y'all only winning because of him. But it's like, you know for a fact you can win. Like if I can
just say,
do this
yo,
myself.
swing the ball.
Yeah, and then it comes to the.
But I feel like a real.
Like,
so I always been a leader, as in like. I've always been a leader. Like I've never been like all them clans you've seen. Like I've always been a leader.
Yeah.
I've never been the best. I've always been the leader though.
Uh-huh.
I've always had the strategy. I probably can outperform everybody.
Yeah.
Just because I can think the game. I can strategize really good. That's how I can get wins and pretty much I can kind of get wins in pretty much anything I kind of do. Cause I just think I can pretty much think about I can pretty much already know what that next person's going to do, and I can just think the game better than people.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody is lacking, or like I can see somebody if they got a mismatch or they can kill whatever, blah blah blah. Like I can play to, because also I'm trying to win and do the least work I have to do.
Mm-hmm.
But if I know we need to get this dub, I gotta go crazy. That's just what has to happen. Like, but everybody is happy when you're winning. Like, managers don't even get in games, but if the team winning, everybody's happy.
I mean, yeah, I guess
get the dub.
That's it. But let's go back. Like. I want to go back to what we was talking about before, but I want to answer your shit right now. But it's like LeBron and Kyrie. Like, Kyrie was happy he was winning, but why'd he leave?
He wanted to be the man.
That's what I'm saying.
But sometimes you gotta let people fly.
So
there's no win-win situation. There's no win-win situation.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
because has he won being the man?
What?
Has he won being the man?
But sometimes you need a team.
You always need a team. It's not.
But it doesn't matter. Like when you play with LeBron,
Kendrick's had some teams.
Kyrie
had some teams. Say Kendrick.
You can be the star player, and LeBron would still be him. I mean,
that's just some people.
That's
like
what I'm
that.
saying, and I feel like that's
like
what
me
Kyrie,
playing when I play. I'm nice as shit at Call of Duty at that time.
Like
right?
Kyrie's the reason why they won the finals.
I'm nice as shit at Call of Duty at that time. Smiles is way better than me. I'd be a dumbass and not let that nigga shine.
All right, but who's the face?
Prez is way better than me. I'd be a dumb, like people like.
Yo, shout out to Prez, man. That man, he made me better.
He was nice.
Like I was not nothing, but he made me cocky. I'm not gonna lie.
He was nice.
He made me.
He
cocky.
was nice. It's like everybody can eat. You gotta be a star in your role. Somebody gotta be Draymond. I'd gladly be Draymond and get the dub. Somebody gotta be the water boy. You know what I mean? Like you gotta be a star in your role. Like, and if you do everything that you can do and be a star in your role, you get the dub. Everything's good.
All right, so I want to ask you a question to get back to the thing. So, how do you think you were? Like, what makes you depressed? Like,
I think the stuff that makes
easy. What makes you depressed easy?
Huh?
What makes you depressed easy? There are just shit out there that makes you depressed, like on site, but like
I think the stuff that makes me depressed is just like it's like because I overanalyze and overthink stuff,
mm-hmm.
and then so like just failing, like losses for me, like I got losses that I'll never forget. Of just stuff like
Like in life losses?
Period. Like I overanalyze everything. It could be a failed relationship. It could be I was coaching, and I coach youth league, right?
Yeah. You good?
Yeah, I can I play back every loss.
Uh-huh.
I still play back every loss.
Yeah.
And think about everything I could have done differently for a game that nobody ever cared about. I think about how what I could have pulled
the other day, actually.
What I could have pulled out of this kid, how I could have coached better, how I could have so I think about my losses a lot, and then that'll put me down.
There's nothing ever put you actually into deep.
I think the times I was really down was I was by myself.
What do you mean? Like when you
I was
moved
alone.
to Houston?
Like I was alone. I'm never I'm not alone anymore. Like I'm not. I know I have a community. I know where to find community. I know when to. I think, and then another thing. I think a lot of stuff. I was depressed when I was doing stuff for other people. Like,
but that's something you can just turn on and off. Like I feel like
I was
all
going
these
to school. I was going to school because everybody was telling me to go to school, not because I wanted to go to school.
But you was a kid then, so at the same time you was just listening to
college.
That's what I mean. Still, you was just now getting out of high school.
Yeah, so I was depressed doing stuff like that, doing stuff that didn't fill me up, doing stuff.
I'm talking about as you're older now, like what?
Nah, I think now the only thing that kind of give me depression is kind of I don't have a family, as in I don't have a wife and kids, something like that. So that'd be the only thing.
So
then I felt like that stuff would come, or I'm broke, but I'm not.
I feel like everybody's down about that.
So it's little stuff like that, but it's that stuff doesn't really last.
So you grew from whatever. I wish I can do that. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, it's just I did the work. I worked on. I really work on myself. Still, and that's just a thing. So that's just life, though. It's you. Them 20s, I try to tell you. You thought I was playing about them 20s. You thought I was playing about them 20s. I'm trying to tell you. When you get in them 30s, life different. You get a little different. You got a little bit of fuck it in your system. I'm trying to tell you. But
what is so funny?
Your face, bro. Your face, bro. Your face is hilarious. But yeah, so just stuff like that. But things are up. So I don't know. I feel like you just gotta have that stuff that fill you up. I always do the stuff I like to do. You know what I'm saying? Like this pod. I like podding and stuff like that.
I mean, I enjoy this too. I feel so another thing is, I never know. I used to never sleep. I hate sleeping because I feel like it's a waste of time. And
I'm gonna sleep.
That's what but so I would go to work, I would get off work, play games with my friends, right? I'll sleep from 12 to 3, get up, play games with my other friends. Because it's I wanted to be a part of both.
Yeah.
And it's I know I didn't have to. I feel like if I wasn't there for one of them, I feel like I'm missing out.
Okay.
On shit. And honestly, and then if they do it, so say Marcus don't get on more. He got a whole career now. Roger don't get on no more. He got a whole family now. It's I'm okay with that. Yo, go do your thing. But me personally, I feel like if I'm not there, I feel like I fucked up. Damn. I don't know why I think like this. I don't know why I think I always fuck up to other people. But it's I feel like if I'm not there, if I don't make myself there, nobody wants me there. Nobody will ask.
True. That's definitely.
But nobody will ask if I'm not
You just gotta make it a priority. If you put it out there though, but if you always there, then they're not going to. Like,
yeah,
it's
I understand that, but it's how my brain works. It's like, did it? Like,
I think I'm a. You need sleep. You need
like today. Like I said, today I run on 2 hours only because I'm trying my best to do shit by myself. So I work at night. So when I'm off, I still stay up all night. I could go to sleep, but I'm trying to make that my time where I know I'm alone. So I'm trying to be
productive.
Yeah. So I can just start doing stuff.
But when you do stuff like when you don't go to sleep, your body shut down.
Oh no, trust me. When I do go to
and then you
have that time to go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'll be knocked.
Yeah. So for me, I have to have if I'm not getting 8 hours or a good nap, like if I don't get my 8 hours, I have to get a really good nap. It's bad. I don't advise nobody to be around me. I don't want nobody around me.
Are you a grumpy? Some light skin moods.
I just don't even want to. I'm not. But I don't put myself in them situations. I always.
See, I wish I wish I had the thought process of you and like every other people to where I can pick myself.
Yeah.
But I legit never pick myself. And then when I do pick myself, I feel so bad that I did. And I feel like there's people out there that
I definitely got a different level of fuck it in my system.
Yeah. And I don't know if I ever will get that.
You might not, but that might be the gift, because it's like for me, I feel like I probably too selfish at times.
Like I did something recently, which I did that was good for me, but it's been on my mind to where now I think
I fucked up.
No, not that I fucked up,
but I that person probably needed me.
No, it's like I did something that should have been done, but I was so scared of not hurting the person, but of the result of that I've done, which would be better for myself.
Yeah.
But now I think, like, do they care that I did that? I think that do they care that what happened? Or I'm trying not to like actually explain what happened or give any hints of what happened, but that goes through my head. Now I'm depressed. It's like, they don't even actually care that any of this happened.
They might, but people aren't like going to be
like, they still like,
they're not going to be vocal.
And then when I see them, it's one of the things I feel like everybody has to go through this. When you say you break up with somebody and then you see them out being happy, you can be like, damn, she really didn't give a fuck that we broke up. Or like, I feel like everybody is basically that same situation. Now, I'm not saying that's what happened, but I'm saying that's the same.
I feel like
situation type shit. It's like, that's how I feel about everything.
But that's just off like a perspective thing.
But exactly what we're talking about in a relationship type thing, and like how it was equivalent to, it's like people like when somebody breaks up with you and all that stuff.
Yeah.
How do you do it with honestly, everybody fucking knows it, bro. Every time somebody sees that I post a TikTok, I get the same messages every fucking time, and he knows what I'm about to say every fucking time. Who's that? Is he single? Every fucking
and
time.
Everybody goes, "Nah, you don't want to date him. He's a hoe."
No, I mean, honestly, no. I don't even say that. There's like some people I be like,
you'd be like, "Nah, he ain't about to."
I'm like, there was one chick that I was like, all right, bro, no, like, don't do it. Like, you about to get yourself. Like,
you about to get your feelings hurt. That's crazy.
That's what really. I had to like tell, like, I was like, don't. I was like, you don't want to do it.
You're gonna get your feelings hurt.
I didn't say that, but I was trying to like talk them out. I was like,
yeah, you gotta get your feelings hurt.
Like, usually they just say hit whatever they want you to hit them up, but they's like, oh, I'm gonna try to hit them. I'm like, nah, I don't think you like. He was like, you shouldn't do that. Blah blah. And he was like, well, you gotta take. gotta take a chance.
Yeah, bro. That's like one of my friends. These girls was hitting on me, whatever. One of my friends was like, "Shit, I wouldn't even mess with them." He said, "Nah." it's like, "Nah, I wouldn't even touch them." He was like, "Oh no."
But you got people in your inbox, so how do you?
I'll open it. So also,
do you like the attention?
Not at all.
Like honestly.
You never realize that every time something blows up, I disappear.
What you mean?
Every time something blows up, I disappear. Every time I go viral, every time something I get too much attention because I want to respond, and I'm a nice person. I want to say something to everybody.
Yeah,
I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all that stuff. So it's like I want to say something to everybody, and you can't, especially when on TikTok it start going crazy. And then like
I was in this man's live the other day. I ain't gonna talk about it.
That was nothing though. You should have seen when we used to have like 90 people in that joint. Tripping. Them joints used to be fun. They used to be fun.
I mean, I believe it.
They used to be fun.
When I live on Twitch /Domarz, it'd be fun. Like it'd be fun.
Yeah.
Like people in there, even if they're cracking on you, it's still fun. Like
they used to be in there wilding. Like it used to be crazy because think of TikTok, you think young. I used to have grandmas in there wilding.
Chill.
I promise you, bro. We used to be in there rolling. All the comments would be like, "You a baby, you a baby, you a baby." I was like, "I'm 30." Like what? Yeah, like the grandmas used to be in there. The cougars used to be on the loose. They used to be trying to get right. But nah, it used to be funny.
You honestly just, I feel like you only say that because you have the attention.
I mean, everybody wants the attention, and I feel like at times I wanted the attention like crazy, but it's like you want the attention, but you want attention from people that you want the attention from, like.
But you don't know who that is until you know.
You know.
I mean, you do know, but it's like just like them. They was part of the same.
Everybody. I want the attention. But it's like I don't want to be the.
They was probably the same person that was in your DMs too, and then you just. Honestly,
it's like I appreciate all the DMs, all the love. I appreciate everything, but it's like it gets overwhelming.
I feel that.
So it's like that's the only time. It's like you want the attention. You want to. But you don't want to be like, you know what I'm saying, overwhelmed. But it's like, I liked when I was posting skits and stuff like that, and people were fucking with it, and people was making people laugh. You know what I'm saying? That's a great feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I just want to tell you that everybody around the world, I hate light skins. I did it. Like if it's dark skin versus light skins, like I'm
dark skinned, so
you're not dark skinned. Shut your ass up. Dark skinned. You've been light skinned your whole life.
I don't know nothing about being light skinned.
God.
I'm dark skinned.
You're not dark skinned.
I'm really just brown. Like I ain't light skinned. Light skinned like a mixed.
But you used to be him. Like you like if I had like clips right now, like you used to be like the light skinned face.
I just take good pictures. I don't know
that's light skinned activities.
I just take good pictures.
That's light skinned activities.
As a brown person, I just take really good pictures. I'm brown.
Light skinned.
I'm brown. I don't know nothing about. I'm only light skinned if it's beneficial.
But yo, I think. Going back to whatever, because it's been in my head. We was talking about this. Majority of my shit of why I am who I am today is because I've always been the number 2. I don't even got to say out loud why.
That's a fact. Oh,
that's what a fact. Like, yo, but dead ass.
That's a fact. You will always be his sidekick. I've been his sidekick.
But it's crazy going your whole life, like,
yeah,
and you're the number 2. Like, it really fucks you up. Like,
yeah,
even people you thought was like fucking with you,
but they were just trying to get next to it.
Yeah. Like that's happened.
Yeah.
But it really fucks with you, especially the people you thought really cared about you.
Yeah.
It's just really like that. How much that even to them that you're the number 2. And
I think
there's like a certain situation in my life. I know for a fact that is really the reason that really fucked me up.
Yeah.
But that's a story for
another day.
That's a deep story, I'm not gonna lie. But
I felt like I thrive at the number 2, number 3 role. I think
but you could take the number 1 role.
I'm gonna take all of them. I can take any whatever. My adaptability.
I don't have that same
I can
situation.
adapt. I can
don't
adapt.
have that same situation now.
I think you can. You just gotta.
But my confidence is like out the window. So
usually
that's
people
why I always
that,
strive with my personality more than my anything.
and
else.
that's the stuff that I think that's the funny thing so about me, like where people think when people meet me, they think like because they only can assume. First of all, like when I'm out in public, I don't speak because I'm observing.
Oh yeah.
So I don't really talk.
Adapting
So people
to the
really
situation.
think like I'm like stuck up when they meet me. They be like, I didn't think you would be. Oh, you didn't think I have a personality. You didn't think I was like blah blah blah. But that come from being not being like the person that they. I don't know why when people have personalities, but I wasn't like in high school. I wasn't the guy.
What do you mean?
I wasn't this. I wasn't this. I want 6'4", light skin with
You was
this.
still always light skin.
But I wasn't. I
You
wasn't.
was always a Tyler.
Nobody was looking at me.
You was always a Tyler.
I mean, I'm always going to attract people.
How does nigga just say it?
I'm always going to attract people, even when I was. That's crazy.
What's crazy?
My ex now, like the one I was just talking about.
All right.
We dated in high school. Always been gorgeous, like one of the prettiest in the school.
Mm-hmm.
It used to take people off that she talked to me. They'd be like, "Why?"
Mm-hmm.
So I always was able to pull, even before. But then when the height came, that's a whole different bag. I'm sorry you don't get to experience that, but that's a whole different. That's crazy though. That woman really. Last week was your week.
What you mean?
It was Short Kings week last week.
I'm not short. I'm average height for a guy.
How tall are you?
5'7". What's average height for a guy? Look it up right now.
5'10" maybe.
No. I think, what is it, girl 5'4" and 5'8".
For a female.
No, it's not. It's like 5'4" for a freaking girl. I think 5'8" is like average height for a guy. It depends who you ask. Like if you ask me if I can dunk.
They said from 5'5" to 5'10" was Short Kings May 5th. So 5'5" to 5'10" was Short Kings week. You right in the middle of that. I'm just gonna throw that out there. 5'9" is average height.
It depends what you asking about. Like it depends what you're asking. Like if we go it off of like if I'm dunking, I'm 5'7". If I'm dunking, I'm 5'7". But if I'm
you 5'8"?
I'm like 5'7.5". So it's like I'm
okay,
pushing
so you 5'8". I'm 6'3.5". I tell you I'm 6'4".
Yeah, so it's like it depends what you're asking. Like say like oh you short? Like I'm 5'8". Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
yeah.
if I'm with this yamp, like if I don't get the dunking, I'm doing this at 5'7".
I'm
You know
weak.
what I mean?
Whenever it's beneficial.
Yeah.
In college, the roster, like it said it was 6'5". Yeah, they're trying to lie. I said, I'm not no 6'5".
Calm down, KD.
I
Shit.
said, I'm not no 6'5".
KD out here lying about his
But they
height, too.
always lying. I remember we was about to play this one team. I'm on a like roster thing. Look at it. It's like 6'9", 6'8",
Who?
6'10". The team we about to play. While I'm in college, and all my big men got in trouble, so I got to play big. So I got to play bigs.
Uh-huh.
Man, I'm like, oh, these niggas finna be tall as a bitch. These niggas about to, damn, it's about to be a rough one.
Uh-huh.
We get to the game, them niggas was my height. I said, man, y'all niggas lying out your ass. I said, bro, I was worried for nothing. I said, I'm about to kill y'all niggas.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was 6'10". I said, oh Lord.
Oh my lord. I don't even know.
Well, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of YAP. It's your boy Reggie Sinclair, aka Ashley Ankles, aka my bad.
AKA, you still going? You know you got
My
all these
fault.
nicknames.
Nah, we ain't gonna do all that. Go ahead.
And it's your boy Domarz, aka Tank Top.
Take two.
It's not even a tank top. I can keep going.
You still going?
Tank top Tootsie, aka Tootsie the Sage.
Wow,
bro.
Tootsie
Yo,
is
all right.
wild.
So
Tootsie is wild.
no, you know why I go by Tootsie? You know why I go by Tootsie?
What?
It's because all right. So when I was good at games, when I was good at whatever, and I used to go by Tootsie, I used to always be like, all right, so this is gonna sound just saying that loud is gonna sound bad. All right.
Oh no,
like,
the whole thing is bad. I don't know what you the whole your name Tootsie.
All right, so I used to go I used to say I had this mode. It was like Tootsie the Sage, right? I still use it, but it's like
that sounds like an OnlyFans name. But go ahead. go ahead.
Go ahead. Tootsie the Sage. So imagine getting your ass whooped and it's like by a nigga named Tootsie.
Yeah, no,
like
that's
so
wild.
it's like
and you ran with it.
Yeah, I just ran with it.
You ran with it.
So I just ran with it. I fuck with it. I don't give a fuck. I
used to be Tigger.
Yo, I have a fucking I have an actual tank top because so. If you know this story, if you know, like back in the day, like for all the fans that actually know, me and Roger used to have a YouTube together.
Yeah.
And every video, I wore a tank top without even noticing. I used to always wear tank tops. But then, since I was always going by Tootsie, I said tank top Tootsie. So I actually have a tank top that says tank top Tootsie on the back.
Don't tell that story to nobody.
I don't care. I want to go by a tank top Tootsie.
And burn that tank top. Yo, stop.
I would wear it next freaking podcast. Yo, it's always gonna be Tootsie the Sage. I don't give a fuck what anybody say. So when
that sound like a bad anime. That sound like a freaky ass anime.
I don't
lobby.
give a fuck, Keisha.
That's so weak.
But yeah, there's a lot of shit I go by. I was gonna go. What is that face for? Shit, this is what I fucking talk about, man. All right, man. Well, let's get the fuck up out of here.
All right, man. It's it's another episode of YAP. Thank y'all for tuning in, like and subscribe.
I want to say anything else.